Our Almighty God, Creator of heaven and earth, Father and lover of our soul, you sit on your throne of mercy and rule with your love and faithfulness. You are full of grace. We acknowledge your presence in our lives. Nothing is hidden in your eyes, even our challenges and struggles in life. We come to you with faith. We ask not only for our daily spiritual bread, but to seek your forgiveness and undeserving favor to heal our land, our family members, our friends and neighbors, even our enemies with COVID-19 and other diseases. Holy Spirit, help us to deepen our faith and see the opportunity to believe, obey, and worship. As we face this pandemic, you are Lord and God. Encourage us and change our hearts, not to fear, but to be full of hope and find ourselves praying and meditating your word. We believe no works of the enemy prosper to your children. Abba Father, we believe that your Son Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. He is the truth and our salvation. Hear our prayers, O Lord, and most of all, not our will, but thy will be done. We pray this in Jesus' name, the name above all names, who was and is to come. Amen.
The views and opinions of the producers, hosts, and guests in the show do not directly reflect the official stand and policies of the management, the network, and the company.
Growing your business, achieving prosperity, and gain happiness is what Feng Shui Magic is all about. Join us as our Feng Shui Master gives you guidance only here on Big Media Network.
Hello, greetings to everyone. Good Friday. Greetings to all followers around the globe. It's Friday in 6 p.m. You are watching Feng Shui Magic. If you are looking on how to live in joy and abundance, then this show is for you. If you would like to receive wisdom to enhance your connection to your body, mind, and spirit, then stay with us. We are now in our new format of the show. We have expanded our discussion on the different aspects of the cosmic trinity. Again, you are here with me in our new show, Feng Shui Magic. I am your host, Reverend Lilian Hewlett, also known as Isa to others, your Feng Shui and Reiki Master. So just a few tips, no? Kumusta ba ang ating Friday? So kung Friday na to, this Friday is really good for praying and sacrifices. So if you would like to do some cleansing for your thoughts, body, mind, and spirit, connect to the divine God, allot a special time to sacrifice, this is a good day for you. So tomorrow, August 5, Saturday is another day for sacrifice. So if you are thinking of fasting, tomorrow is a good day. And also a good day for business trading, wedding, or travel. So tamang-tama ang aking brother is already leaving, traveling back to Canada, no? So I and also know some few friends are traveling. So tamang-tama ang day na yon. August 6 is a good day for building, groundbreaking. So kung may mga nakaset kayo, lucky day. Or kaya naman, if you would like to demolish something, that's also a good day. House cleaning or medical treatment. And August 7, the Monday, is still a good time for house clearing. So with Feng Shui Magic, mas pinalawak natin ang ating mga topics. So we shall discuss ang Under the metaphysical principle, cosmic trinity, all about things about spirituality, life ways, wellness, health, and of course, earth healing and feng shui. And tonight, this is the title of our show. Paano mabuhay ng masagana? Oh, tanong yan sa ating lahat. Paano nga ba? Our goal is to bring you the wholeness and fullness by imparting you simple and practical application of Feng Shui. Kaya, ang ating first slogan is Feng Shui for all. So, say it with me, Feng Shui for all. So, yun talaga yung pinaka-goal natin to make really Feng Shui a part of our everyday life. Pero hindi buo ang Feng Shui kundi full naman ang ating pag-interpret dito. Kaya since our goal is wellness, fullness, we combine our intention with our actions. So say with me our next slogan. Spirit plus action is equal to prosperity. Again, spirit plus action is equal to prosperity. Yan. Again, we would like to greet everyone who are watching, new followers of Feng Shui Magic. Thank you for tuning in with us. And followers of the V81 Radio. OFW around the globe, Feng Shui followers, Reiki practitioners, light workers, and also business owners. We invite you to communicate with us. And if you are watching in YouTube, you can comment on the chat box, or you can even send us message in Facebook, and then we will answer all your questions. So to make our show full full of energy, I would like to call on my fellow Feng Shui activator, Sky Oracle, Paui Zamora. Hi,
Hi,
Paui.
hi, Teacher Isa. Hello, viewers. Thank you for tuning once again in our show, Feng Shui Magic. So, I am your co host, Paui, the Sky Oracle, guiding everyone by tuning with the frequencies from above. I'm glad to be sharing time with you to be discussing topics like self help tools and Greek life insights in the show. Hi, teacher.
Yes,
Ayun.
wow, I love your color.
Thank you. Ayun po. So, about our situation, or I was looking at the news lately.
Mhm.
But before that, magtatanong muna ako, Teach, my
Hmm.
favorite Korean actor ba kayo?
Alam mo, natatandaan ko lang talaga kasi pinaulit-ulit ko talaga para akong high school na nanonood, yung Voice Over Flower. At siyempre ang paborito ko dun yung babaeng actress na hindi ko masabi yung pangalan, pero madali kasi yung pangalan yun sa lalaki. So, Lee Min Ho, yan ang paborito ko. Yeah.
Paano kayo naging interested do'n, Teach? I mean, hindi ko pa hindi ko ma-imagine.
Hindi mo imagine. Kasi nakikita na ako sa story. Tapos siguro mababaw lang talaga ako, pero nakita na ako sa story tapos natutuwa ako dun sa babaeng actress 'no, yung, the way she acted 'no. So meron pa akong isang paborito, nakalimutan ko rin yung pangalan niya, pero ay nakalimutan ko yung pangalan, pero ano bang pangalan nung ano na pero meron pa akong isang
May isa
paboritong
po.
artista, oo, 'yan. So, 'yun ang simula ng aking Korean
Hmm.
movie, yang Boys Over
It's
Flower.
over flower. Ay, di
At
ko
at
talaga
pinamana ko na 'yan sa mga anak ko ha, pinanood na rin nila, 'yan,
oh,
pinamana
at
ko na.
at kayo pa yung nag-influence.
Oo,
Talagang
oo.
K-pop runs deep in the Philippines, 'no, in all generations. Meron po
Oo,
akong kilalang president ng isang bank and manager rin
mhm,
ng big corporations. Talagang
oo.
sila pa yung nagdi-discuss sa'kin, "Panoorin ko 'to, panoorin ko 'to." And they even
Ah,
recommended me even bought tickets sa concert nila at sinusubaybayan
Oh,
talaga nila. So,
ay,
ano,
ayun lang
kaya ko po
hindi ko.
natanong, ano? Hindi
Ayun
niyo
lang
pa
hindi ko
nagawa yung
ginagawa, yung ano, bumili ng concert ticket.
concert ticket po? Pero given the chance,
Oh, I don't
kung
think
sakali
so.
may
I am not so good in crowds. Yeah.
ayun po. So, kaya ako natanong kasi mukhang they can even influence our government. Gano'n
Hmm,
katindi 'tong
puwede.
K-pop
Oo nga, oo, siguro, oo.
fever na 'to. Kasi a few weeks ago, may sikat na Korean actor na nag-viral, and it triggered change for President Marcos to give an
Oh,
executive order number 35. So yung full
hmm.
story nito this
Wow,
is
so ano yung
Kim
nangyari?
Seon,
'Yan.
ayan.
Oh, oh, ano
As you
'yan?
can as you can see nag-picture siya sa, malapit sa Guadalupe Bridge. So he tried
Mm.
to feature his new billboard post sa bench, but iba ang na-feature para sa netizens because they reacted on the embarrassment of the green, murky waters of the Pasig River.
Oh, oo nga naman. Baka naman
Actually,
kinulayan lang natin na green 'yan.
actually, ginawa nila yan sa Twitter, yung mga magaling sa photo editing, ginawa nilang blue yung yung Pasig River. Tapos yung iba kino-comment nila na ano, "Oh, yung favorite actor ko nandiyan. May isa pa akong favorite, yung
Hmm.
matcha, yung matcha river ng Pasig City." So, kung ano-anong pangangansiyawnan, sinasabi nila na kaya daw
Oh,
nakapikit si, yung Korean actor si Kim Seon Ho kasi na nahihirapan na daw siya huminga, gano'n. So,
talaga.
nag-viral yung ano, yung thread to the na nagkaroon na ng urgency sa government na ipaayos na yung Pasig
Hmm,
River. This is headed by 15 government agencies,
hmm. Wow.
Magsi-synchronize sila and strengthen the efforts to accelerate and implementation of policies, programs, and projects that aim to provide the water quality, restore marine life, and develop the banks of Pasig River and the surrounding communities. 'Di ba, ang laki
Wow.
ng effect.
Ang laki ng impact. But
Ang laki ng
in 2000, I think in 2009 or 2010, I was invited to hold a prayer ritual in the Pasig River. So, other Reiki practitioners were with me. My other daughter was also with me. And then we held, because it's the opening of the boat that goes from Pasig River to Manila yata. Parang may
mhm,
test run sila, and then bago yon nilinis nila yung Pasig River. But it was also a government tied up group effort with Sagip Pasig. It's Sagip Pasig Foundation. What I know before, uh, Gina Lopez, no, before was also a part of the Sagip Pasig Foundation. So I think this is not only the first time, because I know that, no, and then yun yung una, tapos siguro second time na yun, siguro hopefully by this time talagang maging consistent na. Because there was really an effort before, and yeah, for in some level, it has cleaned naman, no? Pero hindi talaga totally. And we were able to really go from the boat, no, going there to Malacanang. Kasi there was um, like a dialogue. No, I forgot who's the president during that time. Yeah, but that was good. That was good.
mukhang
Kasi ang Pasig River is also a historical
mhm,
spot for us.
mhm. Talagang prayer
Yeah.
moves anything 'no, prayer moves mountains
Oo.
talaga. That's a
Yeah.
good to hear teacher, yung napaka-caring niyo talaga sa hindi lang sa tao but also sa environment.
Uh-huh.
Ayun po.
Good.
So
Wow.
now, let me recap na po yung ating last week's episode.
Ay, oo nga, wala ako nun, eh, 'di ba? Sige,
Oo.
sige, sabihan mo nga ako.
So, Darlene and Ian had the privilege to interview the lovely couple who are very passionate in parenting. They're also certified coaches. These are Masters Inaki Yamas and Kitmal Varyamas for conscious parenting. Ang ganda ng discussion po nila kasi what they learned from
Mm.
Dr. Shefali ang ina-apply nila dito. They say that
Oo.
parenting is an important trigger for self-worth. O, diba? So parang it's
Mhm.
not, imbes na iniisip mo na how could I be a role model for my children, they're actually encouraging what are the things that you're supposed to love about yourself na i-apply mo sa children. So talagang connection versus correction parenting siya. So kung you're a very loving person, let love
Mhm.
heal the next generation of your family. These lessons are just a click of a button, a click of a mouse away. Go back to our previous.
Mhm.
Ayan.
Yeah. That's beautiful na meron nga akong nabasang libro, ang sabi niya is, um, "You are my teacher." So, ang ibig sabihin noon, children are usually our teacher if you are a parent,
Mhm.
right? Mm. Galing, galing.
Mm.
Yeah. I love the couple, no? I love the energy of the couple. Yeah.
Oo. And pag nakinig ka rin, hindi mo mase-sense yung siyempre sometimes as a parent or kahit ako as a tito, 'di ba, parang
Mm.
minsan akala natin kailangan natin ng gano'ng commanding presence na, "Ay hindi,
Mm.
ako yung elder, ako yung masusunod." Pero the way they discuss it, it's very humble but at the same
Mhm.
time very helpful, 'no? Maraming insights,
Yeah.
wisdom.
Yes, yes, yes. So, again, maybe magandang i-introduce natin ang aming show. Pero, um, before we introduce, maybe we should say again our primary slogan. Tawi?
Sa ikaw uunlad ng bayan, Feng Shui ang kailangan.
Yes.
So we'll give more details of our topic after this break.
We will be back shortly. This is Feng Shui Magic, only here on Big Media Network.
It's a tough business out there. So many uncertainties, operational difficulties, deadlines. We provide the solutions and services that your company needs at the best price, guaranteed, with our global principles. And experienced partners, we bring solutions to your current and future business. Inolution, supporting your business as always. Video meetings are the future of collaboration. Meetings are like people. No two are ever the same. Logitech provides better meetings where everyone can be seen and heard, because great meetings just don't happen. Logitech, with our partner Inolution, ensures your video collaboration is at the next level. Inolution, supporting your business as always. To serve you sooner, email us at support@inolution.com.ph.
Are you having a hard time monitoring your workers' performance? Do you have times where you feel you need to help your employees? Voiso offers a real-time dashboard where you can monitor their calls in real time, like putting their calls in whisper mode, which lets you talk to your employee to give them assistance without their clients knowing it. Hey Mark, tell him that the subject matter expert will take it from here.
Evolution, supporting your business as always.
Now back to Feng Shui Magic, only here on Big Media Network.
Welcome back. You're on Feng Shui Magic.
All right. So welcome back. So let's introduce the next topic. Dahil ngayong buwan na ito ay tinatawag na Ghost Month, kailangan natin maintindihan kung bakit kilalang-kilala ang konseptong ito ng mga salespeople and Chinese at kung paano mabuhay ng masagana despite of any situation. We will be exploring one of the meaningful ways of living, which is to live with the values taught in Buddhism. We will also discuss the perspective of Buddhist monk regarding this.
Okay, so we have our guest, fresh from China. Na-miss namin, no? And he is Reiki Master Teacher Lex Balaguer. So, Teacher Lex has been a practitioner of healing arts for 10 years, and he is the founder of the Wounded Healer PH, an elder at the Reiki Affiliate Council of the Philippines, a consultant at the Esoteric Society of the Philippines, and a teacher of Ascension Consciousness at Reiki Wellness Center. See, he is an experienced Reiki master and meditation teacher with training in the traditions of Vipassana and Zen. Recently, Teacher Lex has completed a 3-month monastic life experience in Fo Guang Shan Buddhist Monastery around the Philippines and Taiwan. So we're so happy to have him, Teacher Lex.
Hello, good day to everyone po. Good evening to all of our viewers. Good evening to Teacher Isa and to Brother Paui. Hello po, infinite love and light to all of you.
Yeah.
Good evening,
Yeah.
Teacher
So
Lex.
we're so happy na ito yung ating first encounter after you came back.
Yes, thank you so much po for
Interviewin.
for the invitation.
Pakibalita muna kami, ano ba yung mga fresh wisdom and ano na gusto naming marinig kaya ikaw ang una naming naisip.
I am so
Yeah.
grateful, teacher and brother, for the space that you are providing for us tonight. And I'm so happy to share whatever I can share today po. So hopefully we'll be able to have a bit of an understanding, but also an appreciation of our discussion today, especially in the topics of Buddhism and how it affects us for this month of the Hungry Ghosts. So that's our topic. But I would like also po sana to, before we start po, no, I would like po sana din for us to consider that many of our discussions today are coming from the tradition of Mahayana Buddhism. So Buddhism po kasi is a very large field. No? It's a religion and a philosophy. So my experience with this is coming from my 3-month monastic life experience. I am not a monk, though I have lived a monastic life experience for the 3 months living in the temples po of Pogwangsan. So
Oh.
that's my where I will be coming from in the discussion
Super
today.
peaceful siguro yung Sir Teacher Lex.
Yeah.
Absolutely fun. Yes, sobrang fun po. And I learned a lot in my stay in 3 temples. In Bacolod, in Yuantong Temple, Mabuhay Temple in Manila, and in Fogong San Monastery in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. So marami po tayong natutunan. Hopefully, we can share many of these lessons today.
Lovely, lovely. So, pwede na siguro tayo magsimula. Pawi, ikaw na kaya ang unang magtanong.
Okay. Since Buddhist, ay po fresh na fresh pa kayo from the temple, Teacher Lex. Tanong po namin, since ang topic natin ay paano mabuhay na masagana, so what does prosperity mean in Buddhism?
Okay. So, Brother Pawi, no, when we speak about prosperity in the Buddhist context, I would like to share first a story. So, in the Buddha's time, in the Buddha's time, the Buddhist monks were given alms bowls. So mayroon silang mga bowls, okay, which they would use to ask for food or to beg for food. Because
Mm-hmm.
the Buddhist monks are renounced, they are not permitted to do any livelihood. So their full life is to devote their experience to the teachings of the Buddha. So they are given alms bowls. Okay, so during this time when the monks would be begging for food, and this is a daily ritual. Okay, when the monks would be begging for food, many of the practitioners or the believers and the devotees of the Buddha would offer food to the monks. When they are offered food, the monks are also going to offer the Dharma or the truth or the teachings of the Buddha to them and bless the followers or the devotees of the Buddha. So in this particular context, makikita po natin na when you give food or give generosity to someone, you also receive something in return. And what they received is the teachings of the Buddha or a blessing. So when we speak about prosperity in terms of Buddhism, we are not just talking about material wealth. Okay, so when we speak about Buddhism, and prosperity in terms of Buddhism, we are also speaking about what we receive in return, not specifically just material possessions. We might receive blessings in many forms. It can be the wealth of joy. It can be the wealth of making relationships with others, creating affinities with people. It can be the wealth of good health. Okay, it can also be the wealth of a prosperous relationship, a prosperous career. Okay, it can be the wealth of having wisdom, having receiving so much love from others, and having compassion for other people. There's also the wealth of service. So because we in the example that we note, no, as we know about energy exchange, no, when food is given, blessings are returned. When we give back, when we give money to someone, when we give charity to a cause, when we give energy to a particular advocacy, it is not expected that we will always return that what will return to us is simply just money. Money is one of the aspects of prosperity, yes, absolutely. And money brings convenience in our practice as esoteric workers in the light working community. However, money is just one level. No? Money is just one level. There's so much wealth around us, and it can be defined in so many other aspects. So, in fact, Buddhism views wealth as an integration or a continuation of the past, present life and your future life. Whenever we see a person in our current lifetime, for example, bakit marami tayong nakikitang mga tao na naghihirap? Bakit may mga tao na in this lifetime, mayayaman sila, pero nakikita natin na hindi naman maganda yung mga deeds nila, for example. Buddhism actually believes in the idea of karma and reincarnation. When we think about karma and reincarnation, we are not only judging the deeds of that person in the present life. Therefore, when we look at prosperity from the Buddhist perspective, titingnan din natin kung ano ang kanyang mga causes and conditions from the past life at ang kanyang mga causes and conditions in the present that will make that person prosperous or not in the future. So, I would also like to give another example. There is actually a sutra named
Mhm.
called Sumati Sutra. In this sutra, there's a 10-year-old girl named Sumati who was asking the Buddha how to become rich, how to become beautiful, how to become fair, how to have wealth in the next life. And the Buddha answered a number of things to the question of Sumati, the 10-year-old girl. But in general, to receive wealth, the Buddha says that one must give without expecting anything in return. One must give uh, joyfully. You know? So all of these things are the ways by which we can receive. Another way to understand the Buddhist perspective on prosperity is the idea of seeding. So in Buddhism, marami silang metaphors about pagtatanim. Okay. So
Mhm.
mayroon tayong seed, no? When we plant a seed, we are not expecting just one fruit from that seed. Okay? When we plant a seed, we expect 10 fruits, we expect 40, 50 fruits, we expect 100, maybe even the longer the tree prospers, we can expect more than 100 fruits. So one seed is equal to tens, if not hundreds, of fruits. Okay? So whenever we give, we are not actually in a position of being taken away from us, of something being taken away from us. Whenever we
Mm-hmm.
give, we are seeding. Whenever we give, we are seeding. So
Yeah,
generosity is the common anchor of prosperity in the Buddhist context.
that's beautiful. Parang gusto kong namnamin bawat salita.
So,
Bawat salita na
wonderful.
sinasabi mo, all ears talaga ako.
So there's
Talagang
so many.
maganda, no? Yes, yes.
Sorry, nagsabay tayo, teacher. Ayun, ah, for me, ayun nga po, ang ganda po ng sinabi niya, Teacher Lex. And ang parang, if ever that you don't have the money, no, the wealth of money, ang dami namang wealth na meron, like the wealth of joy, of relationship, of career, which is, and there's still so many things to be grateful for, no?
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
Mhm.
oo, and yung concept pa ng seeding na, oo nga naman, isang gano'n lang yung ano, yung seed, but you'll be expecting more. I mean, 'di ba? So, may question po pala ako.
Yes, of course.
Opo. So, you mentioned po karma kanina na it also affects the prosperity of the present life. So, let's say that karma gave this person less prosperous money in this lifetime. Nababawi po ba yung wealth in other forms for this person? Or talagang it follows din na lahat na nagkaroon ng consequence dun sa karma?
Okay, I see. So, Brother Paui, when we think about karma, oftentimes we think of karma as cause and effect. Cause and effect. However, karma is much more complicated. No? Around the causes and effects, there are conditions. So, hindi po siya black and white na when I do this, this is what I will be receiving. There are factors around the causes that will create a specific reality whereby we will have different choices. And our actions will again create new conditions for other causes again and effects. Okay? So, um, it doesn't end in 1:1 correspondence. Rather, it's like 10 correspondences all in all to create one condition for you to choose. And every time we choose, we act on our free will, and every intention from our free will creates an effect. Okay? So, is it going to affect our karma? Do our deeds affect our karma? Absolutely, absolutely. Our deeds affect our karma, and in response to the question po, where would our prosperity be affected by our specific deeds, no? Especially in terms of negative karma? Yes, absolutely it will. So I would like to introduce the topic of hungry ghosts at this time, no?
Mhm. Sige.
Okay. So, moving also from the question of Brother Pawi, hungry ghosts are beings that are always starving. Okay? They are cowardly beings. They are beings that are very fearful. They live in the hungry ghost realm in Buddhist cosmology. Sa Buddhist cosmology po, meron tayong 10 Dharma realms. And these are the hell realms, the hungry ghost realm, the animal realm, the human realm. Okay, so and then from the human realm, the demigods or the asuras, the gods or the heavenly beings, the Sravakas, Pachekabuddhas, Bodhisattvas, and the Buddha. So 10 realms po siya, no? Now, the hungry ghost realms are just in the realm above the hell realm, okay? And again, these beings are cowardly beings, they're fearful, and they're always hungry for something. Okay? Now, to describe these beings, what do they look like? No, according to the Buddhist texts, they look like, some of them look like anthropomorphic figures, but they also sometimes often look like humans. But they have a big belly. Their bellies are as big as a drum, sometimes as big as a mountain. Yun yung description. So malaki ang tiyan nila, kaya sila gutom parate. However, their mouths are as thin as a needle. Okay, so yung pasukan po ng pagkain sa mouth nila is only as thin as a needle. So you can imagine the demand, no, of nourishment towards these creatures.
Mhm.
So how do people reincarnate or become reincarnated in the hungry ghost realm? according to the sutras, there are 10 unwholesome actions that people might exercise that will cause them to be reincarnated in the hungry ghost realm. The 10 unwholesome actions include taking life, okay, pagpatay ng buhay, taking what is not given, or stealing. Next is sexual misconduct or disrespect towards sexual partners. And then number four is lying. Okay, so not saying the truth, sowing discord. Okay, sowing discord, creating chaos. Number six is harsh speech or slander. And then number seven, idle gossip, meaningless chatter or worthless chatter. Number eight is covetousness. And nine is ill will or wishing harm on others. Then finally, having wrong views. So these are 10 unwholesome actions that may cause being to reincarnate in the hungry ghost realm, at least according to the sutras. No? Now, again, because karma is not po one is to one correspondence, it doesn't mean that when you create one action, I'm just gossiping this time, no, you will be reincarnated as a hungry ghost. It's a collection of karma, of negative karma already. And then many of these that you have compiled, no? You've compiled all of your negative karmas, maybe from even past lifetimes. And then it has come to that fruition, no? That you have met the necessary conditions for you to be reincarnated as a hungry ghost. So moving back to the question po of Brother Paui, would our karma affect our prosperity or our deeds? Absolutely, yes. So for those beings that have been reincarnated in the hungry ghost, they are bound to be hungry. No? They are bound to be hungry every time they see water, like a lake. No? They can, they're excited, no, to drink something from the lake. But every time they see a lake, for example, or a body of water, that lake in their impure minds would turn into a lake of blood or a lake of pus, which is something that they cannot consume. So, and then sometimes when we offer food to the hungry ghosts, you give food to them. When the food touches their mouths, it becomes ash. No? So even if you are giving a lot to these beings, they are still unable to receive the offerings that you give. So we see here the idea that karma, despite that karma is something very individualized. No, it's very individualized. Even if uh, we do a lot of offerings to these beings, whatever have been their actions and causes and conditions from lifetimes past and present, contribute to what their reality is now. But we can always help these beings. No, we can always help these beings. And in terms of prosperity, I would like to go up another layer kung okay lang po, teacher and
Yes. So, ang ano ko lang is, ang belief is lagi itong mga hungry ghost is coming out every August. Do you think you can elaborate on that?
yes.
Ano
So
niya?
the absolutely teacher. So in the Taoist belief and in the Buddhist belief, in the
Yeah.
lunar calendar, the Hungry Ghost month starts on the seventh month of the lunar calendar. Usually falls on August for the Western calendar, on the 15th day. Now the
Mhm.
Taoists, when the Hungry Ghost month occurs, they usually appease these wandering souls by making offerings. But the Buddhists, instead of appeasing them, the practice po is to create services for filial piety, or to give praise and respect or generosity and gratitude to your parents. It seems a little far, no? How did we come to the idea of giving gratitude to your parents from hungry ghosts, from the context of hungry ghosts? Now,
Mhm.
another story. There's a disciple of the Buddha named Maud Galyayana. Maud Galyayana was foremost in supernatural powers. Siya yung pinakamagaling sa supernatural powers sa disciples ni Buddha. His mother, during her lifetime, slandered virtuous people. Okay, so meron siyang mga sinabing hindi makatotohanan tungkol sa mga sages at sa mga virtuous na tao. That when
Mhm.
she died, she became a hungry ghost. Okay. So Maud Galeana, when he learned that his mother had been reincarnated or reborn as a hungry ghost, went into the hungry ghost realm. So may supernatural power siya, no? So he went into the hungry ghost realm. And then he wanted to offer food to his mother. Now, when he offered food to his mother, the moment the food touched her mouth, it burned. Okay, nasunog yung food and hindi niya na-consume. So it seems that the efforts of Maud Galeana to his hungry ghost mother had no effect. No? So he asked the Buddha. He said, "Buddha, how can I give offerings to my mother in the hungry ghost realm?" The Buddha said, instead of offering as a singular person, because the karma of your mother is too strong, the negative karma of your mother is too strong, uh, it is better instead to donate food, drinks, fruits to the Buddhist community or the Sangha. The Sangha will then be the ones to transfer the merits to all the beings or sentient beings, including your mother, including all the beings in the hell realms and in the hungry ghost realms and all the beings, sentient beings. So this is the what we call now the Ulambana service in Buddhism. It is a service for filial piety. So to appease the hungry ghosts, that's the Taoist perspective. But in Buddhism, we give gratitude to our parents because our
Mhm.
parents give us roots. No? Our parents give us our heritage. No? Without our heritage, we are not grounded, and without groundedness, we're always hungry. No, we're always hungry for something. We always want love. We want compassion. We're always hungry as humans. No? We're always hungry for meaning. We're always hungry to be around people who understand us. No? Without roots, it's our parents that give us roots. Our parents in our blood family, but also our spiritual family. No, they are our
Yeah.
parents. So this is why we are observe the Hungry Ghost Month.
Yeah, that's very beautiful kasi the last year when we discussed also the hungry month, the hungry, I mean the ghost month, yun din ang aming in-emphasize, it's really about time to remember our ancestors, and to give really prayers or whatever acts that we can remember them. That's
And
beautiful.
also,
So,
'di ba, yung
Yeah.
parents rin natin yung first people who fed us. So, 'di ba,
Mm.
parang
absolutely, yes.
siyempre, 'di
Yeah.
ba, dapat ibalik din sa kanila.
Yes. And also kasi nga naging ano na 'to, naging parang katatakutan, 'no?
Mm.
'Pag August, don't do anything, don't do ganyan. Pero meron nga naman silang reason kasi nga mas maraming mga, ang belief is the hungry ghosts are coming out during August and it can affect the energy of the surroundings. But if we are also doing good energy, then I think that will also balance, no, those things. Oh, that's
Indeed.
beautiful.
Oh,
Mm.
Mm.
absolutely, teacher. No? So, when we think about the hungry ghosts, you're right. Many people are scared of it all the time. In fact,
Mhm.
the Chinese philosophy and lifestyle during August is they completely
Do
stop.
nothing.
Mm.
Uh, they, they
Yes.
literally put as a halt to their planning, no? Which is very important in terms of
Oo.
Yeah.
soy.
I used to be a salesperson sa isang bank, and 'pag August, parang given na siya na, walang benta, ganyan. But hindi pa nila alam, like, it's just as simple as honoring your parents, 'di ba, taking care of your
Mhm.
parents, gano'n lang pala remedy.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
And not only that, 'pag nilagay natin sa isip natin 'yun, eh, di wala talagang benta kasi lahat hindi
Yes.
gagawa, 'di ba? Di walang circulation. No, but if we are going to look now, itong month na 'to is kung sa I Ching natin pag-uusapan, metal-metal. Ibig sabihin, um, the upper part of the I Ching is metal, the under is metal. And when we think about metal-metal, it really deals with the spending time with connecting to the heavenly, no, to a deeper understanding. So it's also a good time to really connect to ourselves, no, ourselves, connection prayers, and if it is a prayer for our ancestors, that can also be, no.
Yeah.
So yun, and metal is also money. So, metal, which means pwedeng maging overflow pero puwede rin na ano, puwedeng maging gastador or mawala kung kung super ang pagiging metal 'no. So, yun.
For
And
me,
that's
teacher, and a brother, for me po, coming also from what you said, Teacher Isa, parang every time during August, while most people take a halt, no, in their
mm,
daily lives, uh, we acknowledge that there are beings around us at this time, no, that we cannot see, and therefore
mm,
it also is a reminder for us to contemplate about our life, no, parang
mhm,
there are beings in the hell realms, there are beings in different other realms of realities. And because this is a particular time where the veils are very thin, no? And there are beings here that are with us right now that aren't
mhm,
that in other days or in other months of the year are not necessarily with us, no? So or are not close to us. This is a particular time of importance for us humans to recognize that there's this nature of reality outside of our own during this particular
mm.
time. We give more respect to these beings instead of being fearful of them. We give respect to them because we know that they're suffering like us. Like us, they're
Yeah.
suffering in all realms except the realm of the ones that are no longer able to incarnate because they have escaped the wheel of samsara, no, or the wheel of
Mhm,
reincarnation. So because these beings are suffering because they're hungry all the time for many things. Um, we are also looking at ourselves during this time. No, what if I'm also a hungry ghost? No? What if in this particular context, like a hungry ghost, I'm also hungry for something? What if as a human, I sometimes crave for different things? I crave for understanding, I crave for a sense of meaning, I crave for a sense of love and compassion. We are hungry for something all the time, and therefore we contemplate on this particular time and give respect to these beings because, like them, we too often suffer, no? And just in different contexts. But like them, we too
mm.
are hungry. We too are hungry.
Mm. So
So,
in
hungry human.
Yes, hungry humans.
parang starving artist yung ano, madalas
Ay,
kumalinig, similar pala.
yes, yes.
Oo. So, meron pa tayong question dito, how can we eliminate the suffering after life?
Mhm, I see.
Meron bang ano
Yes, of course po. So the idea of suffering in Buddhism is one of the core teachings. The Buddha himself taught of the Four Noble Truths. No, so the first truth is that there is suffering in the world. There has been and it will always be there, at least in this realm. No, so there is suffering. The second is uh, uh, okay, so there is suffering, and then there is a way to end the suffering, and then uh, so in the truths, no, that there are beings who suffer in this world, we recognize that the way by which we can escape suffering is also taught by Buddhism. Okay? So there are many ways to escape suffering. But when we reincarnate as a being, as human, or as an asura, or as a being in the hell realms, or as a being in the hungry ghost realm, there will always be suffering. So hindi po tayo maka-escape doon as long as we're still in the realm of the samsara or in the wheel of incarnation. Suffering will only cease when we escape that wheel, when we have stopped reincarnating. And that's in the realm of the Pratyeka Buddhas and the Shravakas and the Buddhas. However, we can alleviate suffering. We can alleviate it. Suffering will be there, but we can alleviate it as if we are in this particular realm of samsara. So, what are the ways by which we can alleviate suffering? As we are talking about prosperity today, no, and abundance, we go back to the idea of generosity. So, again, when we are prosperous, we are we must look at how we become prosperous. For example, when you look at a plate of food, okay, bumili po tayo ng pagkain sa isang karinderya. In this karinderya, you look at your plate of food. When you look at your plate of food, you see your meal, your gulay, your rice, your plate, your spoon and fork. But oftentimes, we do not recognize kung saan nanggaling itong mga bagay na ito at paano ito napunta dito sa harap ko. Okay? People sometimes forget how reality comes to be. So if we look at it from this perspective, someone cooked this meat, someone cooked this vegetable, someone cut this ingredient for me, someone steamed this rice for me, someone cleaned this plate, someone made or organized my spoon and my fork. Even before that, someone was able to harvest this plant. Someone was able, and before that, someone was able to plant this particular crop. And even before that, someone was able to till the land to make this crop grow. So we look at all of these things that we have now and we gain appreciation for it. If we want to suffer less in this lifetime or in the future lifetime, we must appreciate what we have now. So there's a saying in the Fo Guangshan by Venerable Master Xingyin, its founder. Sabi niya po is abundance or wealth is with the appreciation of what you have, not simply with the possession of what you have. So as we look at all of the things that we now have and all of the people who have created this for us, okay, we appreciate that everything we have has been out of wealth and abundance. Okay, so someone has created this platform for us today to talk about these things. No? Someone created this graphic design that we are using. Someone has created this live stream for us. And because of that, we are abundant. Someone has given us the opportunity to be ourselves. Someone has given us the opportunity to share what we currently are experiencing. So the simplest things we can do for us to alleviate suffering is to really see that we are already abundant as we are. If you have two glasses, I was asking Brother Paui earlier which glasses would look nice. Kaya, and then I said, now I'm in deep gratitude that I have two glasses. Diba? Parang these are the things that, and I can choose the ability to choose which glasses to wear. So there are many things that we currently have that we sometimes forget, and we often look at prosperity as just material wealth. But oftentimes we also have the wealth of friends. No? Our friends are here, our supporters, our teachers, our co-learners in this life. No? They sometimes, oftentimes, they give us inspiration, they give us fearlessness, they give us faith, and that's also wealth. No? So when we feel that we are suffering in terms of our current conditions, when we feel we are hungry, like the hungry ghosts, when we feel we are lacking something, when we are in the mindset of lack or hunger, we go back to the idea of what am I wearing right now? Someone made these clothes for me. Where am I seated right now? Someone created this chair for me. So every time we are in that mindset of lack, we simply appreciate what we currently have. And that's so much bigger and better than mere possession of wealth.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
That's really true. That's already a workshop, Teacher Lex, to really to really think about, okay, saan ang galing lahat ito? And then you will have like a network of where the gratitude is going to,
Yeah.
right? That's
Um,
beautiful. Yes. And also what I really see is this: when you give also, you are coming from the feeling of prosperity, right? So, and
mm,
giving is also a gratitude, right? Okay, so Pawi, do you have any other things in your mind?
Actually, nasagot na po ni Teacher Lex lahat.
Yeah.
So,
So,
and
Teach
mhm.
and Brother Pawi, parang the way I see my experience from the temple was a scholarship. No? So I didn't pay for anything when I was living in the temple. Everything was given to us by the devotees of the temple. The food we were eating, the lodging was provided by the temple. Our clothes for the duration of the stay, the uniform that we had, even our shoes were provided for by the temple. And many of these, the temple doesn't generate money. It's not a business. No? but there are devotees around the temple who have been generous enough to donate for the temple to continue its operation of spiritual cultivation. And everyone within this community is contributing for everyone who can learn more from it. So yes, we can live in a place where there is no need for material wealth to govern our lives. It can be a convenience, yes. In fact, it's a very great convenience because it provides resources in our lifetime. But in this context, I did not need to pay for anything, but I received many things from my stay in the temple. And in return, I also served in the temple. No, we gave a lot of community workshops. We gave a lot of educational trainings, and we also cultivated ourselves. During our time, we learned how to meditate and practice meditation and cultivation every day. So all of these things are our ways to relieve ourselves from the burden of suffering or alleviate ourselves from it. We share this to everyone here today. The simplest way to really alleviate any feeling of hunger, as would the hungry ghosts do, is to really feel that you are full, to really feel your fullness, to feel the abundance that you already have. But as a Reiki master teacher and also as a meditation teacher, I find that our community has already an abundance of uh, um, an abundance of spiritual wealth. Now, we have an abundance of spiritual wealth. Now, it is important for us to. There's a lesson in Reiki, for many of our Reiki practitioners here. In Reiki, we learn about the five precepts, or the principles of Reiki. So these principles or precepts are very important as we remember that Grandmaster Mikao Usoy, our sensei, was also a Tendai Buddhist. So for
Mhm.
Mikao Usoy sensei, precepts are important. And what are precepts po? When we talk about precepts, they are guidelines. No? Many people think they're rules. Don't do this, or like the Ten Commandments in Catholicism.
Mhm.
So do not do this, do not do that. No, but precepts are not rules that control or halt our actions. Precepts are like guidelines. They teach us the direction or point us to a direction of how we can cultivate our own merits. No? So there are precepts in the Reiki tradition that are very important in the cultivation of ourselves. No? And we all know this today, no? So we just for today,
Mhm.
not worry. Just for today, I will not be angry. Just for today, I will do my work honestly, and just for today, I will be kind to my neighbor and every living thing. So if we look at it in this context, these precepts are not just for Reiki practitioners. These are for all sentient beings. These are all for all beings who are able to be in the present. When we say just for today, you are being in the present. You are being in the now. No? And then when
Mhm.
you give thanks for your many blessings, that's gratitude. When you do not worry, you are at peace. You are equanimous. And then when you are not angry, just for today, I'm not angry, you are uh, 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 you are giving kindness. So without anger, you are being kind. And then if you do your work honestly, you're persevering. You are doing your effort, your right effort. Then finally, when you are kind to all your neighbors and even to yourself and for every living thing, you are practicing compassion. So these are the things that we learn as Reiki practitioners, but these are not exclusive to us Reiki practitioners. The precepts, because Mikao Sensei is also a Buddhist, applies to all sentient beings, no? And we can practice this. We can recite this, and then we can practice this on a daily basis.
Thank you. Do you have any tips for us for this to feel prosperous or masagana ang buhay during this August month?
Yes, po,
Ano yung tips?
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So I think the foremost tip is to continue to give. To continue to give. If you do not have material things to give, there are many other ways to be generous. Okay, so first po is you can give teaching. You can teach others how to live better. You can teach others to be a better person. You can teach others how to choose better for their lives. No? That's also a gift. That's also generosity. Or you can give others fearlessness. You can give others inspiration. You can give others strength and hope. That's something that you can give, and that's very valuable for many people. Okay? So even if you do not have material wealth, you are able to give many things. Remember your plate of food, someone cooked this for you and prepared that for you. The simplest thing, even just a smile, is a gift now already to someone. And if it accumulates, you will receive the merits from the seed you plant. Again, one seed, 10 to 100 fruits. No? So this is really our uh, reminder. Actually, reminder lang po siya. We all know this already po. No? So, it's a reminder for everyone that whenever you feel hungry, as with the hungry ghosts, continue to give. And when you give, you are seeding. You will receive it tenfold, 100-fold. It's not one-to-one correspondence. So, do not ever feel like you are lacking whenever you give. Okay?
Mm, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. May
Um,
question sana ako, pero parang ano, medyo off the topic na. So, kayo na lang, teacher.
uh, are
Ah,
you going to ask questions or not?
Please.
no,
No?
I can't.
Yeah, so maybe we can already take a break, no? But we will still have you, Teacher Lex, when we come back.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you so
so
much. Of
take
course
a
po.
break.
We will be back shortly. This is Feng Shui Magic, only here on Big Media Network.
Big Media is all about life's journey.
Yung mga yon, mga bata pa sila dati nung nakakasama ko sila. So ngayon, sikat na sila.
In digital, entertainment,
Maraming salamat po na nabigyan niyo kami ng opportunity.
information, story, inspiration, and experiences. Whenever, wherever you want, welcome. Join us as we push the boundaries of possibility here with Big Media. Video conferencing has never been crucial to your business than ever before, whether it's work from home or remote work collaboration. Productive team meetings are crucial to your business success. So whether it's for personal use or from small to medium to large conference meeting rooms, Logitech has the right solution right for you. With our partner Evolution's track record of responsive service, you can be assured of reliable and effective video collaboration all the time. Inolution, supporting your business as always. To serve you sooner, email us at support@inolution.com.ph.
Imagine a call center service where everything works just like it should. Introducing Voiso, hosted call center solution. Agile call center suite. Advanced real-time dashboard to track agent behavior. Instantly switch between call stages with event-based navigation. The right international telecom experience your business needs. Do more with your call.
Inolution, supporting your business as always.
Now back to Feng Shui Magic, only here on Big Media Network.
Now we're back in Feng Shui Magic with Teacher Lex. Teacher Lex, we usually ask our guests, this is our second time, right? Your second time
Yes, of course, opo.
with us now.
Opo.
And to give us like inspirational words or parting words that you can give us a wisdom to the viewers, no? So, ano yung inspirational words for us?
Okay. Thank you, Teach, and thank you, Brother Pao. So, for everyone who's listening today and for everyone who will be listening in the future, um, I think we will learn a lot from the Hungry Ghost Month, especially from the beings of the Hungry Ghosts realm. Again, when we look at the Hungry Ghosts, we contemplate that uh, we are also suffering like them. At oftentimes, because these Dharma realms aren't necessarily spaces, even as humans can go into a state of mind similar to the hungry ghosts at some point of our life in our or at some point in time. No? So whenever we feel that we are hungry for something, whenever we are lacking love, whenever we feel the lack of abundance, whenever we feel that we are separated or disconnected or uprooted from something that had been grounding us, whenever we are hungry for something and we are suffering from that hunger, we remember that we are hungry because oftentimes no one or nothing yet has touched that part of us that is already compassionate or that is already filled with wisdom. Each one of us has a Buddha nature. This is one of the teachings of the Buddha. The Buddha nature is not something to attain, it is something to go back to. So each one of us is already a Buddha, just that, or in the path to becoming a Buddha or Bodhisattva. So for those who are hungry, we are here to give them nourishment. Okay, we allow them or give them the chance to become understood. We give them the chance to become loved. We give them the service to feel compassion or to be given something that they have never ever felt. These beings, humans included, have never felt love. That's why they're hungry. They have been separated from a caregiver or from their families. Like Maud Galeana was with the mother. So
Mhm.
this hunger that we are feeling is can only be mended by nourishment or love. It's only something that we can give out as a way to be compassionate to them. So as a person with as a person and as a human, we look at all of our brothers and sisters, we look at our community, we look at our parents, we look at our siblings, no? And our people in the blood family or in the spiritual family. We recognize that we are all hungry for something at some point in our lives. Therefore, because we are hungry, it would be a great convenience to each of us if we give them something out of our own hearts and out of our own generosity. Even a small thank you is a beautiful way of giving back. Even a smile is something that creates joy to another person. Even a small gift, no, if you are able to buy a gift, it's something that is showing of appreciation to someone. So in this way, mindfulness helps us. Okay, mindfulness helps us. We become aware of what we are doing at all the time, and we are aware of why we judge at a certain level. But then we come back to our original purity, which is we are just beings of love, and we are just suffering for this particular time, and our Buddha nature is just muddied. There are just layers that have muddled it up. But again, we can clean this, we can eradicate, we can alleviate this, and go back to just sharing our joy to other people. And this is through generosity, I think, for me. So this is my offering to our guests today.
Mhm.
Hopefully, there are bits and pieces that you can take from it, as I have learned so much also from you, teacher, and Brother Paui tonight. So, maraming
Ah, thank you very much. So, maybe for the viewers, let us show where we can contact Teacher Lex. Hello, where's our slide? Yeah, so that's where our slide is. So, Teacher Lex can be contacted at Instagram, and he also has the email. No? So, please do and receive the words of wisdom and healing from Teacher Lex, founder of the woundedhealer.ph. So, Teacher Lex, thank you very much. Thank you
thank
very
you
much for
so
your
much,
wisdom and
brother. Thank you.
so See you soon.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much po. Maraming salamat
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, Pawi. Pawi. Parang medyo tahimik ka yata ngayon. Talagang ninanamnam mo ba? Pawi, parang hindi kita naririnig.
Sorry, ang dami ko pong inabsorb. Ang daming lessons and very, kahit yung mga simple words na mga, so many things. Hindi ko na mabilang. Well, one thing
Mm.
is yung sinasabi about abundance, appreciate with what we have now. So, yung
Mhm.
lalim ng appreciation na sinasabi ni Teacher Lex, mm, ginagawa ko siya sometimes, pero parang naisip ko, why not every time, 'di ba? Na even when I'm down, kasi minsan ginagawa ko
Mhm.
to, ano, when I'm feeling up lang, when I'm feeling grateful. Pero sabi niya nga, even sa ganitong buwan na talagang may energy na hungry ghost. So, na may feeling of desperation, na feeling of ano. So, we could apply those little things na actually, it's not little, eh. Naisip mo malalim talaga yung mga
Oo.
puwede mong i-appreciate hanggang kay Mother Nature na for
Mm.
providing fruits or providing food for us. And you will eventually realize that we are already abundant, 'di ba? We already have
Mhm.
abundance in simple ways. And we don't have to suffer or ayun nga, na-alleviate na yung suffering natin. And prosperity is
Mm.
not just material wealth. So, ilang ang dami nagfa-flash sa'kin habang sinasabi niya yon, times na when ikaw, Teacher Aiza, when you generously give yung mga wisdom mo regarding, mga perspective sa buhay, mga lessons sa community, 'di ba? Ayun pa lang iniisip ko, ang generous na sa'kin ni Teacher Aiza. Siguro I do not probably I really don't beg,
Mhm.
but generosity is still given in some ways, 'di ba? Hindi man ako na nag-a-ask for money, but grabe yung mga ano, kahit nga yung smile nga, 'di ba, sabi ni Teacher Lex. So parang,
I love that.
ang dami nagsi-smile
Confident smile.
sa'kin,
Oo.
na gano'n, bakit ko iisipin na I'm coming in a place of lack, wherein so many there's abundance of love, there's an abundance of ano, um, so many good energies. Kaya
Yes, yes.
kailangan na i-eliminate yung ano, yung mentality, yung poverty mentality or yung ano, iniisip na lacking tayo.
Yes, yes.
Sa'yo, Teacher,
That's
anong
really
favorite
true.
part?
Oh, well, the favorite part is for me to smile. Yan ang parang nag-ano sa'kin na should smile,
Mm.
smile will already generate a lot. And I just remember my husband who's smiling, always smiling to everyone and saying
Oo,
hello to everyone. Mas
si
kilala
God.
pa nga siya dito sa subdivision namin kaysa sa'kin because of his smile.
Yeah.
Ayan. So maybe we can already move on to our next and let us share our everyday feng shui. Okay, Paui.
Ay, 'di ba may kaya next slide please for our everyday feng shui. Yeah, so our everyday feng shui is influence of colors. Right. So in feng shui kasi, colors play a significant role in creating a harmonious and balanced environment. Each color is associated with specific element or energy na can influence different aspects of life. So what are the effects of each color, no, on our mood and energy? So we have white. Syempre, let's start with white. So obviously, white is the color of purity, of cleanliness, and new beginnings. So it is associated with the center of the bagua. So it represents yung overall well-being. So white can be used sa living rooms, And actually, kami as Reiki practitioners, we wear white so we could easily remember that we are in a pure state, no, or to transcend into pure state. So, ayan. And next color naman, we have green. So, nakita naman natin that green is uh, apparent sa plants. So, meron siyang
Naka-green ako
energy of
ngayon.
growth. Ayan. May abundance sa green and also the color of love. Kasi, di ba, very nurturing ang color green, ang nature. So, it also has this effect sa atin na when we see green, parang we feel peaceful, di ba? So, maganda mag-wear ng green kung sakaling you think kailangan to ng kailangan yung makakausap mo or people you will encounter for the day needs this peace, this sense of peace and harmony. Or you could also paint your bedroom, kung couple kayo, you could paint your bedroom green, di ba? Para magkaroon din ng harmony. So, ayun. Next naman, yung blue. Blue is the color of peace and tranquility. So, mapapansin nyo sa mga banks, ang pinaka-common color is blue, di ba? Like, to name a few, BDO, Security Bank, diba, Metro Bank, halos lahat sila may blue. Kasi may nagkakaroon ka ng, since you have peace and nagkakaroon ng trust, may ganong effect rin siya. So, it is associated with the north section and it also represents career and wisdom. So, kung magkakaroon kayo ng job interview, di ba, blue is a very good color. And if ever na nasa office kayo that you need to exude trust, the energy of trust, blue is a very good choice. And we also have purple. So, purple is always associated with royalty and power, no? And it's the west sector siya ng Bagwa. But meron din siyang creativity, meron din siyang energy ng creativity, and kasi nakaka-boost siya ng intuition. So, and we have brown. Brown is representing wood on earth, no? Good choice to sa living room also para grounded yung feeling ng mga tao. And lastly, we have black. Black has
Mhm.
power and independence. Parang red. Red also has this parang go, go, go energy na parang ina-activate yung uh, in, pagiging proactive mo.
Mm.
Ayun.
Yeah.
So that's it for our color influence.
Yeah.
If you could
Yeah.
remember these things, actually, kahit pansinin mo na lang within the day, how do you feel with this color? And you could use this, diba, to affect to program what you want to achieve for that day or on
Yeah.
that environment.
That's really true. So actually nga I follow the colors for the day. Now, sa colors for the day, let's say now is Friday and it's related to the color green and pink. So I am in a green. If
Very
I'm not
lovely.
yeah. So if I'm not teaching, I really follow the colors of the day. So Monday is usually for white and purple, Tuesday is for red, Wednesday is for orange, Thursday is for blue, Friday is for pink or green, Saturday is for black, Sunday is for gold or yellow. So I
Parang
follow
complete.
that based on the influence of the planets. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Yun ang isa nyong pwedeng gawin or kaya naman pwede rin namang you use the color based kung anong mood nyo. Kung halimbawa malungkot kayo ngayon, abay wag naman kayong mag-itim kasi lalo kayong
We're
magiging
orange.
malungkot.
Orange
Oo,
makes you
you
feel
can yeah,
happy.
orange, yellow, or red. Basta hindi
Yellow.
kayo galit, okay lang na mag-red.
Yes.
Thank you, Pawi. Thank you,
Thank
Pawi,
you,
for
sir.
that. So, our colors for the day. Now we go to Feng Shui Magic. Um, Feng Shui Magic is the portion where we heal our limiting beliefs and affirm through affirmation or declaration our statement of prosperity. As Dr. Leon Master says, limitation in life arise from the illusion of having a selfhood that is separate from the unlimited presence of God within you. The truth is that you are one with God and thus unlimited. Through meditation and visualization, you can establish and maintain contact with that unlimited part of yourself. Now, to heal ourselves, let us be aware of all of our limiting beliefs.
So for our limiting beliefs, the first one will be I am destined to repeat my family's mistake.
Oh, nakakatakot naman yan. Sige.
Oo, 'di ba? Kasi actually maririnig niyo yun sa ano, kunyari 'pag kung nung nagiinuman session days pa, 'di ba? May minsan
Oo.
lalabasan yung sama ng loob ng mga kainuman mo tapos sasabihin nila
Aha.
parang nagiging katulad na sila ng tatay nila na nambababae or
Mm,
magiging katulad sila ng mom nila na nagiging nagger sa husband nila ngayon. So parang
mm,
ayun, nagkakaroon tuloy din sila ng fear na baka gawin na nila yung ginawa ng parents nila. So, parang minsan tinatanggap na lang na nila, "Ay, lahat kami ganito, eh."
mhm.
So, but I'm grateful for my dad na siya talagang stinop niya yung gano'ng cycle. So, it's obviously just a limiting belief, no? We still have the will to stop it.
Yeah.
Mm. So, the second limiting belief, I am too old to reach my goal. So this belief stem from a perception na ano, yung parang too late na ba para gawin 'to, too late na ba mag-aral, too late na ba i-pursue yung aking passion, too
Mhm.
late na ba maging artist, too late na ba na mag-stocks, mag-aral sa bangko, yung mga gano'n ba. So parang
Mm.
every time na sinasabi mo too late or too old, parang nagse-second guess ka na tuloy. Instead of pursuing what you really want in life, to be very passionate, di ba? Just moving on to that drive, biglang may preno. May, so
Mm.
it's obviously a very limiting belief, and it's something that many of us experience, especially pag umaabot ka na ng 40s, 50s, madalas na 'to marinig. Or kahit sabihin natin yung mga college students, sasabihin na,
Mhm.
"Ay, grumaduate na ako, eh. Ay, iba na yung course ko, eh." 'Di ba? Parang sayang na gano'n na lang sila, ililimit na nilang nila sa gano'ng mindset.
Yeah. Kaya we need to release that. Thank you, Pawi. So to release all our limiting beliefs, we now go to our affirmation and healing. Let us focus on our breathing and be one with the divine. I release any old sense of lesser, limited falsehood to the light of God's presence within me. So it is sublimated in the greater Christ God beingness, which I am one. I release any and all sense of lesser, limited falsehood to the light of God's presence within me. So it is sublimated into the greater God beingness with which I am one. I release any old sense of lesser, limited falsehood to the light of God's presence within me. So it is limited into the greater Christ God beingness with which I am one. I am one whole and complete. I am one whole and complete. I am one whole and complete. And so it is. Let us say our final words. Feng Shui.
Is for all.
So now let's go to AOB. Oh, you're saying something, Pawi?
Kanina, I was waiting sa chimes. Nakalimutan ko na. Sa second part pala darating yung chimes. Kaya ang tagal ko sa everyday feng shui. I forgot.
Okay.
Anyway,
Bakit
so
gusto
that,
mo ba magkaroon ng chimes doon sa everyday feng shui? Puwede naman, nire-request natin
parang
kay ano.
ganong feel eh.
Okay,
Ayun.
so let's go to our AOB.
Alright. So for our first one, the Archangel Raphael Healing House. Mhm. So stress, tension, and anxiety block our minds from creating and manifesting. Open to more abundance and growth by releasing energetic blocks through Reiki energy healing for a calmer mind, body, and spirit. Each healing session includes Reiki healing with the crystals, aura cleansing, chakra balancing, and intuitive guidance and stress release techniques. Each Reiki session will surely calm your mind and release stress, anxiety, and body tension. Start your healing through the Archangel Raphael Healing House. Message at the Facebook page or this number 0936 429 8217. The next one is Sky Angel Oracle. Unlock the mysteries of life by gazing at the sky. Find peace in its calming blue, confidence in its golden rays, and inspiration from sunsets, moons, and stars. Book a session for soul solution reading, Reiki, angel light healing, art guided meditation with Sky Angel Oracle, social media, or via email, skyangeloracle@gmail.com. And embark on a journey under the heavenly sky. Next, we have BFAB Wellness, teaching others through healing and self love how to create a life of freedom, balance, and abundance. Book your session on Theta Healing, Reiki Healing, or Akashic Healing, or join one of our enrichment programs at www.bfabwellness.com or at Instagram at bfabwellness.
Now we go to Logitech. I guess we can all agree that video collaboration is more than a trend. It has become an important part of every business and operation, whether you are doing online meeting or one-on-one or meeting your entire team and customers. Everyone's voice and ideas needs to be heard and seen. With Logitech's video collaboration solution, you know that you are the very best for your business. Cosmic Space Feng Shui Consultation and Space Enhancement. The balance of Cosmic Trinity is the key to success in life. Cosmic Space Consultation brings the balance of your lifestyles and space, whether it is home or workspace, to affect the success in life. We empower you and your space. So book your appointment for Cosmic Space Feng Shui Consultation and Space Enhancement at www.cosmichealer.net or contact us at 0977 706 0661. Holistic Health and Life Wellness with Reverend Isa. Holistic living is the key to joy and abundant life. With holistic health and life wellness, book your appointment for spiritual growth, holistic health through complementary integrative treatments, holistic health coaching, stress weight management, smoking cessation, energy healing for special cases, needs, and end of life healing. So contact Reverend Isa through Reiki Wellness at ReikiWellnessMarina.com or CosmicHealer.net at 0977 706 0661. Okay, so let us thank everyone for being with us. Thank you, Teacher Lex again. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Paui. And we would like to give everyone our blessing. May everyone be happy. Pawi, I think you're muted.
Oh, sorry. May everyone be well.
May everyone be healthy.
May everyone be prosperous.
And then let's do our action. Spirit
Spirit
plus
plus
action.
action is equal to prosperity.
Yes. So, everyone,
Thank you
goodbye.
so
You have a
much.
good
Good
night
night.
and happy
Happy
weekend.
weekend.
Bye.
Laging tandaan, sa ikauunlad ng bayan, Feng Shui ang kailangan. This has been your Feng Shui Magic on Big Media Network with your anchor, Feng Shui and Reiki Master, Reverend Lilian Hewlett, Dragon Angel Guide, Darlene Turda, Life Designer, Ayen Barrientos, and Sky Oracle Paui Zamora. Every Fridays at 6 p.m. only here on Big Media Network.